Welcome back, guys, to my Manchester United save on FM17. What a game we have to play here today. We are at Old Trafford to take on Bournemouth, whereas elsewhere, Chelsea are at home to Everton, Liverpool have got West Ham, Man City at home to Swansea, Tottenham, who are in second, have got Watford at home. But we turn our attention to this game, Man United against Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth, they are 5th. We are currently 6th. I have played a couple of games off camera. I'll go through those results. I want to beat Bournemouth because they beat us at the start of the season. So, since the last episode when we beat Chelsea 2-1 at Old Trafford in the Premier League, you can see that I've played a handful of games. The first one being away to Hull City. We won that 1-0 thanks to Robert Lewandowski scoring in the 16th minute. And apart from that, it was a pretty dull game at the KCOM Stadium. Then we went on a run of 0-0, 1-1 draws. You can see we started at home with a 0-0 draw to Southampton. Anthony Martial getting injured in that game. He's only out for a couple of days. It was only a dead leg. And then we drew at Goodison Park against Everton and did 0-0. And you'll notice that Paul Pogba did have to go off, and it is a very serious injury. It's a broken leg. He's out for 5 months. He's out for the rest of the season. Such a huge blow to our chances, but I'm feeling pretty optimistic. I mean, he's only had 10 starts this season, come off the bench twice. That's in the Premier League, and he's been fantastic for us, as you would expect. But yeah, a massive blow for Manchester United. Then we drew 1-1 against Derby County, relegation candidates. Should have been a lot better. I'm not sure if that broken leg of Paul Pogba's came into play. But we didn't even score in this game. Both goals came from Derby players. Robert Lewandowski was poor. Martial could have done a lot better. But then we bounced back with a 5-1 away win to Fulham in the FA Cup third round. Hummels with a goal. James Wilson, Marcus Rashford, Andreas Pereira also featured in this game. Had to go off though with a slight knock. And that brings us to today's game at home to Bournemouth in the Premier League. A team that beat us earlier in the season, and then we've got Watford after that. Hopefully we can start to pick things up. We have been drawn against Bristol Rovers in the FA Cup 4th round after winning 5-1 away to Fulham. So this is the league table as it stands. We are 6th. We're 2 points behind Bournemouth with 18 games to be played. We need to win today to get ourselves back up into top 5, top 4. We can certainly do it. Still plenty of time left. Things haven't been going quite so well, quite as planned for us so far this season. Brian McClair, though, what a decent job he's been doing at Bournemouth since being put in the full-time manager's role. You can see that he was once at United as head of youth development and also a reserves coach, but now he's at Bournemouth full-time and he's doing a cracking job, I must say. I mean, Bournemouth up in top 5, top 4. Could even be in the Champions League next season if things certainly go their way. But we've got to make sure that we get the 3 points here today. Also, whilst I think about it, some huge news. Chelsea have now filled their vacant manager's role. It is Pep Guardiola that takes charge, that takes the hot seat at Stamford Bridge. Once Man City's manager got sacked in his first season, who was to be replaced then by Van Gaal. But Frank de Boer, who was at Chelsea for the start this season, after a poor league position, got sacked. Now Pep comes in. Can he do a good job? Can he turn Chelsea's season around? Well, here are the teams then for Manchester United against Bournemouth. What a really good, solid performance here. Want those 3 points. It's De Gea that starts in goal. Lindelof, Hummels, Smalling and Shaw at the back. Herrera, Gudelli comes in for the injured Paul Pogba. Up front, Martial, Mata, Mkhitaryan and Lewandowski up front. On the bench we've got Ibra, Horta, Rashford, Fellaini, Valencia, Blind and Ramiro. It's a 4-4-2 for Bournemouth. They've got Rajkovic in goal, who I've been keeping an eye on because there's been a lot of interest shown in David De Gea from PSG as of late, and I don't want him forcing a move away. If he does, then obviously I'm going to have to replace De Gea. But elsewhere, they've got Sisto starting, Callum Wilson, who's been brilliant for Bournemouth in the Premier League. 20 starts, 13 goals with an average rating of 7.24. He's been brilliant in the FA Cup as well, but only 1 game played there and no goals scored. So here we go then. Let's do this. Let's go and get those 3 points. Come on, United. Look at time with the free kick. Finds Smalling, but it was headed away. It's in for Hummels. Hummels has made it 1-0. 7 minutes in, and it's 1-0 to United. Hummels at that far post. It was Mkhitaryan. You can see Hummels totally unmarked there. Well, I think it was Sisto that was just behind him. Couldn't really do anything about it. And that's a solid header into the bottom corner. Totally out of reach of Rajkovic. And it's 1-0 to Manchester United. They are yet to register a shot on goal, which is nice. There we go. They've had a shot, but it wasn't on target. Liverpool losing 1-0 to West Ham through a goal by Danny Welbeck. Newcastle are losing to Cardiff. And Tottenham have just made it 2-0 through Harry Kane. Lindelof. And Herrera hits the post. Oh, we could have easily have had a second there just before. Well, it is half time now. It's been a really good, confident performance from the team that first half. Just want a bit more in front of goal. We don't want Bournemouth coming from behind either. That would be pretty embarrassing. They certainly have the ability to mix things up, as we saw in the reverse fixture earlier this season. I might leave the team as it is for now, but I'm keeping an eye on Martial's performance and also Lewandowski's. If it doesn't improve, then obviously they're going to have to make way. Martial gone down to a 6.5 here. Newcastle in the lead now against Cardiff, and Mata! Oh, wow! Where did that come from? Juan Mata, 52 minutes in, makes it 2-0 to United. And what a free kick. That's probably one of the best free kicks I've seen on FM this year. Over the wall, finds that top left-hand corner. That is absolutely superb. Oh, Swansea City have just made it 2-2 at the Etihad there against Man City. That's really good for us. Gadeli brings the ball to Mkhitaryan as we're looking for a third. Herrera finds Martial in a bit of space, who could really do with adding a goal to his game today. Shaw swings it in, and I think that was Mkhitaryan. It was a brilliant cross from Shaw. I think it was Mkhitaryan that got on the end of it. Oh, no. Smalling's off. Smalling. The challenge on Sisto, was it? I think it was Sisto. So we're now down to 10 men. I'm going to switch to the 5-2-3-1. Which means we'll have to take Gadeli off. He's on a yellow card as well. Now he's doing okay. And we can make do without him getting sent off as well. So Herrera can go to deep line and defend. We'll bring on Blind to replace Gadeli. What do we do with Mata? We'll put Mata in Martial's position. We'll take Martial off. But for who? We've got Horta as an option. Valencia also. Who do I do? Fellaini maybe? No, Fellaini doesn't. Oh, what I'll do is put Lindelof, of course. I'll bring on Valencia. Done. That should hopefully see us through. Maybe I need to... Do I need to... Let's just have a quick look at the instructions. Don't think I need to change anything there. Should be enough. Rajkovic with the hoof upfield. Townsend now. Jordan Ibe onto Ravel Morrison. It's Ibe again. Back to Ravel. Confidently building here. Bournemouth, and they've rattled the crossbar, and it's Lindelof with the clearance. We've got to be really careful here, because if we concede, if they score a goal, then that's going to give them the confidence then to maybe go and get an equaliser. Sunderland have just made it 3-0 against Derby County. And Liverpool drawing 2-2 there against West Ham. Valencia, can Valencia chase that down? No, he can't. Bonner picks up the loose ball. It's Townsend. I'm going to make a change here because De Gea is hoofing the ball upfield, whereas I want him to be slowing things down. I want him to be a bit more in control of where the ball's going, in possession. I want him to be passing it to our centre-backs and not... Ibe's gone for goal again. He's a bit of a threat at the moment, Jordan Ibe. That's, I think that's his second shot now. Their shot tally is certainly going up ever since we had Chris Smalling go off. And you would expect that. But time is pretty much up here at Old Trafford. We can just hang in there. Mata injured now. It's a bruised thigh. We've really been through the walls here today. A man down. One injury as well. Mkhitaryan's gone for goal. He would have gone wide as well, I think, if Rajkovic had have left that, but he saves it instead. Looking to get the game continuing as quick as possible. But I think they're out now. Lindelof, well done. Good challenge. Mkhitaryan, just pass it around now. Oh, Herrera causing us some problems here. There we go. De Gea up to Blind. Shaw onto Mata. Mata switches the play to Mkhitaryan. Look at the space for Valencia. Can we make it 3? No. There we go. Full time. A good solid 2-0 win at home to Bournemouth. Even down to 10 men. We hung in there. We kept that clean sheet for David De Gea as well. And I'm just going to be calm here and say that I'm disappointed in you getting sent off, Chris Smalling. And he's looking motivated. We needed that. We needed that 2-0 win to Bournemouth as we now find ourselves up into 4th. Level on points with Southampton, but 2 points behind Man City and 17 games to go. I'm feeling confident that we can kick on from here now and start closing that gap to the top. I mean, we're still in with the shot of retaining our Premier League title. I mean, City drew 2-2 to Swansea. Thank you, Swansea. But Tottenham won 4-0 at home to Watford. Tottenham, I think, are probably going to be the real challenge there of trying to overcome them in the title race. Mata's only going to be out for 2 to 5 days. Thank you. We'll send him off to the physio. At least he's not going to be out for a couple of weeks. So that is about it for this episode here today. We've only played the one game, and it was a crucial game as well against Bournemouth. For the next episode, I'm thinking of doing a double game feature where we play both Arsenal and Liverpool. Yeah, so that's the next episode, and then that'll lead on to the episode after that with the 2 Champions League knockout round legs against Barcelona. The first one at the new camp and the second at Old Trafford. Can't wait. See you guys there. Thanks for watching.